Hi everyone. How is it going? Happy Tuesday. My heart has been really heavy. Um, and I've been thinking about the Socratic Method and how we learn and teach others through questions. And I've been just thinking how not only the country of the United States, but the whole world is divided on topics. And right now it's our fight against COVID-19. And I see both sides judging each other. So even if information were to come out to change one person's mind, they wouldn't, because they already had judged somebody and pride kicks in. So what I can just ask is everybody is to maybe check that pride at the door, listen, care through your questions, and when you approach somebody with a different view, as much as you want to be aggressive, and I get it, trust me, try to come through the lens of love. That's something Gabrielle Bernstein has taught me and everybody through her teachings. I'm just going to be really raw. I've lost a lot of people. Most recently, the youngest person. She was a mentor to a lot of people, taught me a lot, and phenomenal woman who has made a big impact on this world. But even with being vaccinated, she didn't make it. And the emotions that I felt at the time were angered, because I know people who are being vaccinated and they are trying to follow the rules and support the collective of humanity, and they're still getting affected, and more variants are coming out. And for those who can't be vaccinated yet, like my son, I worry. And I know on the other end, people are scared of the vaccine. There have been people in influence, such as priests and doctors and, local and national leadership, saying and spreading information that the vaccine is not safe, or that even the coronavirus is not as serious as it should be, or that, if you get it, you'll pass it lightly. So before I ramble on, and I just wanted to explain to you and be transparent, that's why my heart is heavy, because I reached a point of enough. And I realized that if I continued with my anger and my judgment, all I do is isolate and push those people away, and they'll never reciprocate with love and care. So, to everyone, I just want to leave you guys with these questions, okay? What is it that you are afraid of from the vaccine? Please leave me a message or reply in the comments. As a community, we can get the correct answers for you. And let's talk to medical professionals. I am a God-fearing person. I love God, and to whatever you believe in, the higher universe, I want to pose this question to you. Do you think that whoever the higher power is that you believe in has provided us with the medical care to care for others in this humanity? For those who believe based on personal experience, or being surrounded only by people who passed COVID-19 or any of its variants lightly, would it help if you heard stories from people who did not pass it lightly, or from people who lost loved ones, like my friend lost their father. My grandma, even though being vaccinated, she got COVID, and for a while she had some really bad brain fog, and we didn't know if she was going to remember, my grandson, but slowly she's coming out of it. Would it help to hear those stories, and to hear those stories with care? Because I know that some people might say, well, you know what, you haven't been vaccinated and people like you cause this. So would it help more if someone said, let me explain what my experience was. Let me explain what it was for me as a family member not to be able to say goodbye to a loved one, but only through a phone call. For those who are vaccinated, here's a question for you. Do you think you could take a step back and try to have loving, caring conversations with people in your family or friends who aren't vaccinated, and to engage in a conversation where they know you're coming from care and love? A great way to preface it is by saying, I want you to know I'm coming from love because I care about your health. I care about your well-being. And I'm also coming from caring about the well-being of all in the world. Please, let's have an open discussion. What are you afraid of? Ask me anything. Are you afraid of side effects? Is it that you're afraid that you won't be able to have kids? Is it... You can ask, would it help to bring a doctor or a couple doctors, or have a conversation with them? Anything that we can spread correct information and come from care. Because I have to believe in humanity. I have to believe in humanity, that people deep down don't want to be part of the problem of spreading more and more variances, or part of the problem of people not having jobs because there's constant variance going on. I choose to believe in the good of people, and to ask them questions, and to show my care. And if that bothers some people, sorry but not sorry, because I feel for the longest time I've sat back and been minimal in my posts about COVID because, I didn't want to alienate people. I didn't want people not to follow me. But I'm here because we've lost a lot as a humanity. I've seen the worst endings to this pandemic. I was not able to see my mom for 2 years because the flight was very dangerous from Greece, or even from Los Angeles when we were there, and my stepfather is immune compromised. I'm trying to do everything I can to support others, and take care of my loved ones and humanity. And even though I'm vaccinated, I still take all precautions so that I don't spread it. I beg of everybody to come at this with love and to have those conversations with each other. And I'm just going to leave it that my heart is heavy, but deep down I believe that if we can all just come from the lens of love and ask questions and make sure people get the correct information and aren't leading by fear, we can solve this. But to those who don't believe that it's real, it is real. And ask anyone who's been affected. Ask about the details. Because when you do say it's not real or it's not a big deal, the people who have lost or had loved ones affected, it really hurts. So use the Socratic Method, ask questions, and let's learn, love, and teach through the questions of care.